Welcome, lords and ladies. Thank you so much for checking in on me. That is very kind of you. Welcome back to the channel. I am your liege lord, the Godless Gamer, and today we're continuing our super fun campaign, Dutch's Legacy. This is episode 59. Our previous episode was just a beast. It was almost 2 hours long because we were fighting a crusade the entire time. I even switched up my ruler's armor because he's officially a Crusader king now. It's official. So we've lived up to the name of the game. We're a Crusader king. He did get the Crusader trait last episode, so I thought he deserved some flashy armor now that he has his new title. And I did manage my line of succession. You might notice that my younger son was right there. That's because I managed the line of succession. I'm at that age. I just thought it was better. And plus, I have the two sons that I disinherited. This one, who I arranged a marriage, and then this one now, who I also arranged a marriage. He's disinherited. So now these two sons are eligible to be landed. And since we're going to get a lot of conquest today, our own personal conquest today, we're going to make some progress in Lithuania, some progress in Scandinavia, and then some progress against the HRE too. So those sons might be in a cushy position soon. Alright, are you prepared for the most amount of spam we've ever gotten when we unpaused? Are you ready? I'm gonna get marriage spam and then a bunch of prisoner spam. It's gonna be kind of funny as we ignore the plague that's going on in my realm. Somebody just died and my inspiration is over. Alright, events. With the establishment of a proper Catholic queen in Bulgaria, the faithful can finally rest easy, knowing that St. George is smiling upon our good works. The fact that a new ruler of Bulgaria belongs to my dynasty is only further proof of our divine favor. Yep. So my daughter is ruling in Bulgaria, and she is contributing to my dynasty of many crowns, so now we have 3. And we have some others set up. This is actually a good chance to talk about this. There's another kingdom inside Carpathia that is under the control of Van Der Linde. The kingdom of Croatia is under a Van Der Linde. So if Carpathia breaks up, we have 2 kingdoms inside of it that would contribute to Dynasty of Many Crowns. There's Galicia Volhynia, and then there's Croatia now. So we want Carpathia to break up. If there's ever a point where Carpathia is involved in a dissolution war or an independence war, I might get involved just to aid the people who are trying to get their independence or who are trying to dissolve it. I do need a casus belli against Carpathia first in order to get involved in any wars, and I'm not quite there yet. There's a county right here I can maybe get a claim on. It's just something to think about, because that would bump my Dynasty of Many Crowns up to 5. And then Pomerania will be 6, Lithuania will be 7, Estonia will be 8, Denmark will be 9, and then Poland will be 10. And if one of those doesn't work out, we have other kingdoms around that we can eventually create too, but long story short, Dynasty of Many Crowns is looking pretty good. Alright, still going with the spam. We're not done yet. We'll save these for the end. Is that it, officially? Alright, let's see how fast I can get through these. Okay. Alright, that's everything. I also want to point out as well, now that my youngest son is the only one in the line of succession, I want to protect him, especially since there's a plague going on. I gave him a bunch of items. I gave him the healing water. I gave him this book, which boosts his disease resistance and plague resistance. I gave him this. And then I was the most responsible parent ever, and I gave him a weapon. So now he has 20 prowess at 7 years old. Okay, let's hope this goes. I am secluding myself, and we're isolating the capital at the same time, so let's hope this goes away. I'm gonna wait a little bit until my army gets a little bit stronger, and then we'll declare our war against Lithuania first. We'll keep an eye on our health, because we're 61 now. And my daughter is already... Oh, she's an attacker! Look at her! My daughter is trying to expand. She's trying to take Georgia. She's trying to take this. Which is de jure part of her kingdom. So she's trying to grow her kingdom. You know what? I'm going to join her side. We have easy access to Bulgaria because we can just travel down... we could travel down the Pripyat River and then the Dnieper. And we'll come into it from the Black Sea. Alright, so we're not fighting our own war. We're going to help our daughter out. You know what? Let's raise the army right here. We'll go down the Vistula as close as we can. So this is the only land that we need to traverse in order to get to where we need to go. That's really cool. Do I need to raise my entire army, or is that overkill? She's already more powerful than him, and I like how she's wearing my armor. I'll just raise my men-at-arms, just to save on costs. And I will command, Daddy's coming to your rescue. That's what this little crown symbol means under the army. I think that's new, actually. Or maybe it's not, because I hardly ever go into battle with my ruler. It is a chance for us to get away from the plague. Daddy's coming. Now, I was asked to start a legend by one of my commenters. I'm eventually going to do that, but I think I'm going to wait till my next ruler takes over. That way... we have 2 legend seats that we can promote. And they provide the same benefits, so it doesn't really matter which one I choose. We do have one legend, a mythical legend that we did, the Holy Blood. Few bearing the name of Van Der Linde have done so much for their dynasty as King Dutch Van Der Linde. King Dutch III. So this is the one legend, the mythical legend that we did. I guess we could do another one. It's just going to be a little bit of a drain on my money. But we'll start it makes most sense to do it with this ruler, because these are like religious themed legends, and let's face it, This is probably the most religious ruler we've ever had. The most holy life of King Dutch. King Dutch was born with the most deep love for God and dedicated all his life to honor his faith. Dutch's mission from God was clear. He was to do wonders. All Christians keep in their hearts, but none knew the miracles Dutch was yet to perform. Amidst the whispers of doubt and the shadows of disbelief among the populace, King Dutch stood unwavering in his faith. It all seemed lost. Blood painted the battlefield. Spears were planted on the ground, abandoned by their wielders, but Dutch fell to his knees. Mouth filled with prayers, flowers blossomed from the lances, the enemies dropped to the ground, having witnessed a miracle. The roads of the faithful were accosted by the godless, and with a blade blessed by the Almighty, Dutch did chase them all away. But yet wild beasts and serpents would still wander onto the path and do injury unto the faithful. So Dutch did pull out his fiddle and charm God's creations out of the lands. Dutch had worked tirelessly for all Christianity and fought the minions of Satan here on earth, but at last his struggles were at an end. The divine plan fulfilled, he lived a life of great honor and piety. And he looks good with his new armor in his picture, and I like his crown. I love my crown so much. Alright, yeah, we'll do this. It didn't eat too much into my income. So you convince me, commenter. You convince me to do it. Congratulations. You suckered me in. I feel like now's the time to spend a lot of money and do stuff because I'm older, and we want to keep developing the realm and then hopefully have all of our construction projects done by the time my son takes over, so that's just one less thing for him to have to spend his inheritance on. There's probably a lot more I missed. Yep. Goslar is done, so I don't ever have to check this. Watch, she's gonna win the war before I even get there. So she's already kicking ass. Oh, nope, she's losing. Daddy's coming, my dear. I'm coming. She is losing a little bit. Wow, we already got here. We got here quicker. Alright, let's go for the war target. That makes the most sense. Ooh, the ruler, he's commanding his own armies. Alright, where is this? This is in Scandinavia. There's some heresy spreading. Let's go kick the king's ass. How dare he deny my daughter what she wants. He will pay. He didn't even help his army. He didn't even bother reinforcing. So we need 3 more claims against Scandinavia. We need this island too. I think I can influence my son's personality. We'll give him zealous, and that'll flesh out his personality completely. Compassionate, forgiving, ambitious, and zealous. My son is my court poet, so he's doing his job. Hey, stop taking that. It's mine. And move over. One of my counselors died. My other spy master. He's way too good. He's a way better chancellor. I'm not switching him. I'm trying to find secrets. I have a lot of dukes that I've created recently that I need secrets against, so... Or they're whose contracts I want to modify. The plague is gone. Alright, we own the war target. These castles are more developed. I was debating, should I come up here and, you know, take these? Because they would be much easier, but we're closer to here. I can't help but pace restlessly as Dutch readies provisions for his visit to the court of Bernard. It's two of me. My neighboring ruler, Dutch, is expressly tasked with spreading the word of the most holy life of King Dutch. I'm talking to myself. Preferably being able to corner the king and persuade him to join the cause. Yeah, my diplomacy's so amazing, 99%. Alright, we just convinced another ruler to promote my legend. King of Sorbia. The fellow Van Der Linde. The other Van Der Linde. Wow, it's actually really easy. It's taking me no time at all. It's my stress. Okay, we're good. Our numbers are relative, but my quality is just above and beyond theirs. Look at that. I just got a secret against one of my vassals who I can modify their contract. This is the guy that's expanding beyond his... the Duke of Prussia is expanding beyond his duchy, which makes sense because he's bordering Lithuania, and Lithuania is super weak. He can't fight his fellow vassals, but he can fight foreigners. So he's just doing what dukes do, I understand. But I think the first thing I'm going to get out of him, after we blackmail him, is force partition. Oh, my daughter is leading her faction. So father and daughter meeting on the battlefield to slaughter. Oh man, I wish that battle had won the war for her. Who the hell are you? The King of Nicaea is involved in this now. Or Nicaea. Whatever. Let's kick his ass now. You know what? Actually, we won't chase him. Let's just get the rest of the war target before we do another battle. Okay, this son is getting his wife pregnant. And this son has yet to get his wife pregnant. And that did it. 100%. We found another sucker. And that's a strong hook, 100%. He's my friend. We're blackmailing our friend. So now my daughter's realm has grown a little bit. She took 3 counties. Uh-oh. His tutor is forcing him to do something. There's a risk of us becoming rivals with him. There's a chance that Dutch Van Der Linde's education will improve. Oh, his tutor's named Dutch, too. His brother is his tutor. Dutch is tutoring Dutch. Dutch, trust that Dutch knows best. There's so many Dutches here. So, me, the king, Dutch, is telling my son, Dutch, to tutor his brother, Dutch. Alright, we want him to get the best education, so we're gonna force him to read. Alright, groveling session. No. Somebody wanted to create a theocracy, now somebody wants to create a republic. No. I pride myself on the fact that my realm is... Oh. I like the silence there, just because now there's a republic here. Was that because of me? I don't think that was because of me. I made the right decision. But we need to get rid of that. I need to get this county back. I mean, it's not the end of the world, but I don't want that to happen. I want to nip that stuff in the bud before it spreads, because republics can get bigger, see? They grow over time, and I don't want that. Alright, so he had a... So a son who is securing his future line of succession. I'm going to fight our war against Lithuania now. They're involved in a war with Galicia Volhynia. And they have an alliance with a county inside my realm, so they have no allies. This should be really easy. I retreat to my chambers one evening, exhausted and weary from yet another day of tedium and monotony. As I lay on the edge of sleep, I am suddenly stirred awake by the shrill screeching of metal on stone. I shoot awake and see a shadowy figure at the edge of my bed, his toothy grin, the only illuminated part of him I can clearly see. I cannot move, I can only stare as he steps towards me, dagger in hand. Then suddenly I wake once more. He has marked me with his visit. I fear that I will be collected by death very soon. Well, let's hope not. You need to live 7 more years. 7 years for your son to grow up. I must become immortal. Let's grab the war target, and then we'll... no, let's go this way. I'll go straight for his capital first. As he just goes off and does his own thing. All is dark around. Oh yeah, this, okay, I'm not going to read this. We've done this a couple of times. I'm meeting God, I think. That's what's happening. My son falls ill. Is there another plague? He's still feeling fine, even though he's got the measles. Alright, I'm confident he'll be okay. It's because of this. It's because we treaded into this plague here. My son is part of the army. He's allowed to be a knight. I said it was okay. He's with me. Yeah, that's good. Since I am promoting a legend now, I should probably make sure my son, he's my court chronicler, Every year you have a random chance to get a legend seed. No, we don't want to do that. We want to do this. Legend spread chance plus 40%. And then same with my court poet. Legend spread chance plus 60%. Oh, I think we have those prisoners are left over from my last war. No, they've only been in... We have some that are leftovers from our previous war. We need to deal with prisoners. They're stinking up my prison. We'll do it all at once the war's over. Look how long it takes them to do a siege against a not-so-great castle. I'm friends with my youngest son now, my heir. He increased his prowess by 1, so now he's got 23 prowess. He's at 10 years old. I brought somebody in that speaks French, so I can teach him French. I can upgrade my legend. Let's increase the quality. My dog died. One of the ornaments that I have on display just got another modifier. We already modified his... Alright, so we need to land the dynasty member here. I'm not gonna give this one to one of my sons. The next duchy that we conquer in Lithuania, this one, the one that it is the actual seat of the Kingdom of Lithuania. This is the one that we're gonna give to the son. So I'll just give this to one of the generic Dutch people that I have here. Okay, this one has a son already. His personality isn't... Whatever. I don't care. I do have a hook on him so I can modify his contract. And this will carry over to when he becomes a duke. I think I'm going to just start getting forced succession, forced partition into the contract first. Take him off my list. Give him some time to promote my culture here. We're almost done promoting our culture here. We just got one more county to go. Then I can grant this duke his title. This is a Van Der Linde, and he's going to be the future king of Denmark. And he lost every single one of his sons to a plague. And his primary heir is one of his daughters who's in a patrilineal marriage, so we're about to lose control of this. Unless I do something about it. It's a good thing I didn't create the duchy title first. What I'm going to do is, after I'm done fabricating my claims against the rest of Denmark, I just need to, we'll revoke his title before he starts accumulating too many. Because if he was a duke, he probably would have captured the rest of the county. So that's a lot of titles that I would have to revoke from him. While he's still relatively weak, we'll revoke his title. And then maybe I'll give one of my sons this one, since he's going to be the future king of Denmark. He was doing fine. It's not his fault. It's not his fault. He secured the line of succession. It's just a plague came through and killed everybody. I like how it spared his daughters and killed all of his sons. Okay, we can disband that now. We're going to prepare a little bit. We'll wait maybe like a couple of months, and then we'll fight against the HRE. And we'll take our next duchy here. I'll preemptively move my flag right there. Oh, that's interesting. I can found a new empire right now if I wanted to. But we're not going to. That's later. That's later in the process. We're not quite ready. We still have to create all the kingdom titles that we want to create. We're still working for Estonia. And then we still have to get Poland, too. Denmark, we're about done with. Lithuania, we're about done with. It's just Estonia and Poland that I haven't really touched yet. And we're going to have to fight against Great Moravia in order to do that. We're not moving the capital. Look how sexy my castles are now. Alright, Luxembourg is done. Me and my daughter are bonding. As I discuss some court affairs with my daughter Ava, she abruptly starts discussing her childhood. Oh, she's scarred now. She must have gotten scarred during the war. Look at her. Fighting on the battlefield, and this is why she's my favorite daughter. Father, you cared for me like the hound minds its pup. Better even. My earliest, fondest memories were with you, when I placed my first fallen tooth in your hand. You held me so close. She blushes, beaming. I love you, Father. And I love you, daughter. She gains the trait loyal. That's my daughter. She's a Crusader queen. And we're a Crusader king. Okay, let's declare our war now. It's the HRE. Now's the time, because he's fighting the West Frankians. He has an alliance with the King of Ireland, who is pretty pathetic. And he does have another foreign alliance, the Thessalonica, the Duchy of... No, the King. The King of Thessalonica, whose capital is already all the way up here, and not in Thessalonica. Whatever, we can win. I don't care. I'm gonna raise my whole army this time. And we're gonna keep commanding. Now, my vassal limit's going to get tied down quite a bit because I'm creating 8 counts after this war. And we have the room. So we're okay. I don't feel the need to isolate the capital yet. If it gets any closer, I will. Sicko! We got another sicko. Apparently he's the best. No, apparently his is excellent. His is only good aptitude. Alright, we'll go for the excellent guy. We're not going for the sicko. We'll go for Egmont. He is Dutch, so let's get him married. Somebody close to his age. He would accept a matrilineal marriage with my niece. She wouldn't have a lot of time. She only has 3 years to give him children. But she's lonely. She's never been married, so I've neglected to get this niece married off. So this is a chance. Is he gonna leave my realm? Oh no, he's probably gonna leave. Let's invite her to court first. The second she gets into our court, we learned a secret against her. She's a non-believer. She's loyal, though. They're most likely not going to have children, but whatever. I'm jowled deep in my second helping of saffron cakes when I catch Sean looking at me rather reproachfully. You know, my lord, given you are trying to display your holiness, perhaps you might consider reining in that a tad. I look down at the food. It's delicious, but perhaps Sean has a point. can sneak some food. No, you're right. I'll do better. And I lost some weight? Did that just say I lost some weight? Okay, they're attacking my realm. We'll get down there after we take this county. Do we have a new archbishop? We have a new one. My old one is gone, and he sucks, so we have to murder this guy. I'm not going to bother getting a strong hook on him, because he's about to die. Auto-invite agents, who is it going to bring in? Alright, I hope it gave me the best options. I need a good realm priest for when my son takes over. I'm murdering another one. It's not good enough. Like, look at the rest of my counselors. You have to be maybe like 18 or 19 before I, you know, consider not killing you. But you have to live up to the rest of my council. And the Archbishop is really important. He's an important part of all my plans and schemes here. So I gotta fabricate stuff. I'm upgrading 3 trade ports all at once. So this legend is tying down my, This legend is minus 90 gold every month. I needed to spread to, what, 21 more baronies before I can increase the quality again? The most holy life of King Dutch. This is all of it. It's spread to all of my realm, of course. How are we doing on culture? Converting some more over here. We're still waiting for this county here. I like how I'm a Crusader king. I'm one of the most holy rulers, and yet behind the scenes here, I'm killing all of my realm priests. That's more like it. He's on the older side, but I won't kill him. Now I have a granddaughter. Anna? That's a pretty name. I have to gloat about the development. 75 development in my capital. And then we're above Rome. Rome's 70 now. But we've become the most developed place on the map. Okay, so let's check. We didn't absorb any republics or theocracies. So none of the county capitals need to be moved. The duchy capital is right here. So I'll give this to... I'll give it to this guy because he has the sun already. I feel safe. Do I need to create the duchy title now? No. We won't create it yet. Just need this to convert. I do have a hook on this guy, so we can modify his contract immediately. Everybody's been given their directives. Now what does my realm look like? Kind of still looks like a gun. Okay, so 2 more claims. I'll go to speed 5. We're gonna hit an hour soon, so I want to make sure that we get the rest of what we need to get Denmark, because that's the last time we have to fight Scandinavia, technically. I pause and write and pause and write. The words for this missive must be chosen carefully. Any loose phrases from my message to my vassal Arnulf will not be looked kindly upon, but his support of the most holy life of King Dutch would be a boon, indeed, if I get it right. Yeah, so hopefully if he accepts and he starts promoting my thing, we can upgrade to the next level. I guessed incorrectly, damn it. We can still increase the quality, though. Now the own legend is minus 151 gold, so it's a good thing I'm making so much right now. Alright, this guy seems to be the front runner, which is good. When there's a clear winner over me, I'm happy. So I'll vote for him too. Because my vote counts for 2. My vote strength is 2. And my really good Chancellor's gone. We're only 4 years away from drifting Holstein into the Kingdom of Van Der Linde. And that'll get even better once I befriend him. I can usurp the Kingdom of Lithuania. One thing at a time. I don't have to do that yet. There's no... I can lawfully imprison Duke Dirk. And I should probably do it now before he dies and before this little girl is forced to marry a 61-year-old dying man. 70% chance that he'll accept. Where is he? He's the Duke of Holland. Let's see if he knows what's good for him. Let's see if he accepts or declines. I gained a rival, though. That's okay. These are pretty weak terms, just asking for a hook, but that's all I want. He is one of my powerful vassals, and we don't want him to be our rival. He already loves me. He is on the brink of death. He's my only rival. But I'll just sway him in the hopes that we bury the hatchet, but it's probably not going to be necessary, because he's going to die. And I did this little girl a favor. I should probably get a hook on her now. Just saved her from having to marry an old man. My son has no reason to stay at court. Alright. Let's give him a reason. He would be an average musician. He would be a poor food taster. How about executioner? Would be a good execute? No, he's a monk. I don't think monks would make good executioners. You used to have to be a criminal to be an executioner. Bodyguard. No, he doesn't even qualify for that. Alright, he could be my musician. And he can promote my legend too. I think we're at max quality. We're at mythical. So in 7 months we should be able to complete this. No, I'm arranging my son's betrothal when I want to. We're going to be very picky about that. Dude, look how quickly things are developing. I can't even keep up. Alright, let's see how long it's going to take now. 3 years, so it saved us a year. We need to befriend our realm priest now. We're going to keep playing until we get this fabrication, and then we'll fight the war. I know it's going to go over an hour, but... A vassal often clamors to gain the attention of their liege, but for once, that particular table has been turned. Lujuin would be such a boon to have as an advocate for my legend. I must make every effort for him to get on my side. I'm not giving that to him. That's what I'm using. I'm not giving it away. $225 gold? That's nothing. Alright, my son is securing his line. He had a son to begin with. Took him a while, but his wife finally got pregnant. My son is a deviant. I'll sponsor this inspiration before she dies, hopefully. How am I feeling? We're still feeling fine. And we buried the hatchet with him. Wow, I didn't think we would. I thought he would die first. But now we're not rivals anymore. You know what? I'm going to hide this decision because I don't want to make it accidentally. Aw, man, my daughter didn't promote my own language in her court. She's promoting French. So they're gonna speak French in Bulgaria. That does not make me very happy, daughter. I don't like that decision. But wow, she got some more conquest over here. She got this. Did I create a monster? Did I create a monster? Like a new rival empire that's going to start growing? I don't want to do anything against my wife. I want to make sure I'm making the right decision here. Yeah, I'm married. How dare you? This is the guy that's eventually going to become the Duke. He's going to be the Duke of East Franconia, and we learned to hook on... Oh, no, didn't we already... We already learned to hook and modified his contract. We can't do it again. Yeah, we can't do it again. A lover secret? That's a weak hook. Okay, so it looks like we're pretty much done with all of my main, like, holdings, my domain. As for the rest of the baronies in here, they still need some work, but all of my holdings are good. Okay, in 9 months we'll declare our war. And then that's where I'm going to wrap it up. Spreading pretty far. It's the largest legend. From what I can tell. Are you serious? My son is 12 years old. This is the first time he lost a tooth? We'll give it back to him. My bodyguard is a deviant. We just got our next legacy. Scandinavia is involved in 2 wars right now. But they're not scary. They have an alliance with Norway. Oh, that's an internal alliance. There's a lot of internal strife constantly going on inside Scandinavia, but it refuses to break up. It still maintains its cohesion after all of the internal wars and stuff. Alright, I'm just gonna have to remember to grab this. My throne will receive 2 bonuses? Hey, look at... I'm sorry, my lord. I didn't mean to bother you. It's just that this throne is so amateurish. Unpolished, unrefined, cheap-looking. A king of your rank deserves better. I would have made something better. Alright, show me you can do better. Make me a throne. Or not. He wants to make a chest. Are you kidding me? I thought he was gonna make me another throne. Did I not give that to my son? What the hell? Yes, I want this hook. Okay, we can fight our war now. Refused. Of course he refused. He is our friend, so we won't expose him. Maybe he'll have another secret at some point that we can get. Now, before we start fabricating claims against a foreigner, let's grab Furstenberg so we can stop that from being a republic. I should only need... Since money is pretty tight due to my legend, I can complete it now if I want. Or I could just keep letting it spread if I want to, too. Alright, once the war is over, we'll end our legend. Which is not going to be too long from now. It's like Iron Age technology against Stone Age technology. And she ended up dying before she finished my inspiration. Another legend promoter. It's growing pretty quickly. There's a pretty big legend right here in the Middle East. But none of the other ones really match us geographically. I think we're definitely bigger than this Italian legend now. We'll just let it keep going. Look at all these legend promoters who are joining. Did it grow even more now? Why is it not letting me siege this castle? It's a part of the war target and it's not letting me siege it. Is the war score going up? It is. So I guess technically I have the entire war target, even though I didn't capture this. Is this a chance to get another secret on the guy that... Oh yeah, it is. The same guy that declined us for that other secret. We should be able to get this one now. Come on, RNG. How are we feeling? We're 68 years old and we're feeling alright still. He set out to make a chest. He was talking a bunch of smack about my throne, and I told him to put his money where his mouth is. And he didn't even make me anything that great. Alright, that's the end. I'm impatient. Actually, never mind. I'm gonna keep my steward doing this. It's another plague breaking out inside my realm, so let's isolate the capital. I can seclude myself once I'm back home, because I was still commanding the army. Alright, we got some items. Did we get a lot of prisoners? Got 8 of them. We already touched his contract. And we already have a strong hook on him, so... This poor albino girl. Shackled in handcuffs. Let her go. Okay, you guys, we expanded quite a bit. We'd fought 3 separate wars. I guess I'll give the lands away now. This can go to a generic Van Der Linde, not like one of my family members. He had a son. Okay, so there's no rush to revoke his title again. I don't have to change my mind and get him out of his position. He had another son. The question is this son gonna live long enough to take his position. It's still in question. I mean, technically it's secure, but I'll keep my eye on this. Because I don't want to create the Duke before he's... But we'll figure it out. Anyway, I don't have to worry about this anymore. This is the only concern. This is the only bit of internal management that I need to do. Alright, just please have a son at some point, but I'm giving it to him. I lost a seneschal, I lost some positions. I need some more artificers, so I'm going to commission an artifact. Let's try to get another piece of furniture, maybe a throne. An elegant box, a splendid statue, or something to put on the wall. I'll go with the statue. Maybe she'll make me, I'm already strong, so let's just try to increase our prowess there. Okay, so I already have... Giving it to this son just to make sure he has more kids. There's a grand tournament going on in the middle of this chaos, this play chaos. I'm going to wrap it up, guys. I'm just doing things that I normally do during the realm management, and I kind of don't know why I'm continuing to do this in front of you. But I'm still going to have a lot to manage. But we've expanded into Lithuania. Something just broke up right here. What was this? Was this a part of Lithuania? This used to be a part of Lithuania, so now that broke up. If I want to create the Kingdom of Poland, maybe I should start gobbling these up before Great Moravia or Carpathia does. But yeah, expanded Lithuania. We're done with the Kingdom of Denmark. We're all done. Now we're just waiting for our culture to spread more. In East Franconia, this one last county here. And then once we're done with this fabrication, we'll start fabricating claims against Lithuania again, and Tyr. Maybe we'll go for these next. I don't know. A lot to think about. Alright, lords and ladies, before this one becomes a 2-hour episode like the last one. Thank you so much for joining. Oh, there's a new empire here. This is new. Gardariki, the kingdom that used to be here? Is that what this became? Sorry, I didn't realize that until I zoomed out a bit. But anyway, lords and ladies, thank you so much for joining me. Hope you enjoyed this one. If you did, hit that thumbs up button. If you're not subscribed, go go ahead and subscribe. We are less than 10 subs away from getting 2,200 subscribers, so if you're not already subbed, hit that subscribe button. Get us up to 2,200. Don't forget to leave your comments down below as well. Let me know what you guys thought of this one, and I will see you guys in the next one. Episode 60 will be coming at you soon, but until then, have a good one, guys.